Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a good day. Welcome to the goddamn show. And today's show, I've been trying to get Glitch, Eden, Exoplanet, Dry Dock, something that I enjoy for the past hour or so, because it puts me in a better mood when I play those maps. So finally we have Glitch. Let's see what we can do here. I did not expect to see the whole team waiting there. There's usually like one guy there, right? But they all just spawned and stood right there. That guy's AFK. We'll worry about him last. I'm assuming that guy was a brand new player because he was not looking up at all, unless maybe my teammate was keeping him occupied or distracted. This game, when it comes to any shooter, I think having the high ground is so important, right? But in Titanfall especially, dude, if you can learn the maps and always get above your enemy, you're gonna have an extreme advantage. I honestly think you'll get like 10 extra kills a game. I'm dropping some frames here, but I honestly think you'll get a few extra kills a game just because you're above your enemy. You're making them have to do more work to put their cursor on you. You make them panic. This one guy behind me, we're gonna try and make him mess up. Yeah, I think he's trying to melee me. Oh, I'm seeing black and white, boys. It's like a movie in the 30s or some shit. Yo, right now everything is just working out for me. You ever have those games where things are just clicking? Everything's just happening as you need them to. I got you, teammate. I got you. Not exactly. I was having a really good start, and then someone goes cloak, and of course I just potato. That's the one thing in this game that I'm afraid of. Anyone that's a good, just kill me before I get into my Titan. Okay, you know what? We started off right, though. We started off right. We can continue this as long as they don't kill me again before getting into my Titan. That'll be an extreme buzzkill. We have such an early Titan right now. This could be one of our better games of the day. If I could actually land some shots. Okay, just don't judge me. Listen, it's been a while since I played Ronin. I've been playing a lot of Apex. You see? I had a feeling he would just jump right into my bullets. Thank you. He understood. He knew I was having a bad time, and he's like, you know what? Let Iniquity kill me. A lot of Apex things today. Getting back into Titanfall is going to be a challenge. Actually, I say that, but it's really not. Getting back into Titanfall after playing Apex is always a really good time because of the extra speed, the extra chaos, the explosions, the Titans, the actual aim assist. Sometimes I feel like Titanfall 2 is the sequel to Apex Legends because I don't feel like this game is old at all. I really don't. I play this game all the time, and it still feels fresh to me. It still feels like, oh my god, this gameplay is just fantastic. It's aged so well. I think it hasn't been 3 years yet, but just think about it, dude. It's almost been 3 years since this game is released, and it's still incredible. I will never stop loving Titanfall 2, but I've been trying to improve in Apex Legends, and I realized the reason I do fairly well in Titanfall is because I'm always trying to give myself the advantage in every single gunfight. I do this because I don't want every gunfight or Titan fight to be a coin toss. I don't want to just turn the corner at the same time as my enemy. We both pull our guns up, we both aim down sights, and whoever has the best headshot or aim wins the fight. I never want that. I want to win all my fights. So of course, I'm gonna do my best to either get above my enemy, flank my enemy. I read the mini-map all the time. I'm always trying to slide hop or, you know, double jump in the middle of a gunfight. You always want to give yourself the advantage. So I'm talking about this because I know there's a lot of new players. I have a lot of people hitting me up like, yo, how do I win more games? How do I get more kills? And I really think that's the answer. It's just little things that you can make habits out of, and I guarantee you'll get like 10 extra kills a game because you're doing those things. So one thing that I've already mentioned, and I'll always mention, is the mini-map. Especially if you play a lot of attrition or a lot of pilots versus pilots, always look at that mini-map. It's not just there for shits and giggles, dude. It gives you so much vital information. Even if you see no enemies on your map, like right now, look at my mini-map. Wait, there's a guy aiming at me. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's up there. I'm gonna just get out of my Titan and grapple down on him. He's running away. I'm not sure if he knew I was gonna grapple down, and maybe he realized I had the advantage because I was above him, so he's like, okay, let me get a better point to attack. Or maybe he just didn't want to fight. That's one thing I wanted to mention after the whole mini-map thing, is just get into more gunfights. Stop playing so passive. There's no reason to camp. I'll watch people play sometimes, and their play style is as if they're playing for $1 million, and if they lose the next gunfight, they're gonna miss out on all that money. Like, bro, we're playing a video game. We're playing to have fun. It's a game about killing other pilots and destroying other Titans. So why are you playing so passive and trying to have less gunfights? You know what I'm saying? I think the best way to get better at games like this, or even BR games, is to just get into the thick of it. Get into more gunfights. If you know someone's around the corner, don't just stand there with your gun up, wait for them to come to you. Run at them. What's the worst that can happen? You're gonna lose the gunfight and be like, oh crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the end of the world if you lose, and you learn from every failure. or at least you should try and learn from every failure. So especially in games like this. Where's my grapple? It's gonna take a few seconds. There we go. All right, we got our grapple hook back. Now I can continue. So especially in games like Titanfall or Call of Duty or really any shooter ever that I've ever played, it's always important to understand why you died and not immediately blame the game and say, oh, goddamn lag, or goddamn it, that makes no sense. Of course that happened because that's just my luck. Like, stop getting angry. Just be like, okay, that guy bested me. How did he do it? And I guarantee you, if you make a habit out of that, the next time around when you're in the situation, you're gonna have the advantage because you remembered what that other guy did to kill you. Then there's what I was talking about before with the mini map. The reason I look at the mini map all the time is because I want to find as many gunfights as possible. I want to get into 100 gunfights every single attrition game, and the only way to do that is to try and figure out where your enemies are coming from. So whether the game just started, you're going to try and guess where they're running to so you can get the flank. You can hit them from the side or above them. Or let's say you know your teammates just killed 3 people because you're looking at the kill feed all the time or the mini map. Now you're guessing, where's that enemy spawning? How can I get the advantage on that next gunfight? So what I usually do, it's going to sound selfish, but I always run away from my teammates, because what the game in essence is trying to do is every time you die, it's trying to spawn you back in a safe area where no one is near you, where there's no danger. So I use that to my advantage. I say, okay, where is there no activity on the map? I'm going to run there because that's probably where the next guy is spawning. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but when it works out, oh, baby, sometimes you find like 5 people who are just not ready for that gunfight because you already got there, and it means all the difference. I didn't deserve that Titan kill at all, but I'm not going to just walk by a doomed auto Titan. And then what else can I say? There's the movement. You have to utilize the movement if you want to get more kills in this game. If you want to win more games, learn how to utilize your air strafing, your wall kicking, your bunny hopping, even just double jumping in the middle of a gunfight and making your enemy miss those 2 or 3 bullets will give you an advantage and help you win that fight. Stop just running straight at the enemy on the ground and hoping for the best. Utilize every single wall that's next to you. If you spawn and there's a wall next to you, there's no reason why you shouldn't immediately run on that wall, because it makes you run faster. When you're going faster, it's harder to hit you. Every time I see a wall, you can guarantee I'm going to jump on that thing because I know it makes me faster and harder to hit. And you know what? I deserve that because goddamn ticks. All right, you want to win more gunfights? Utilize the ticks and just throw ticks everywhere. That's the end of the video. Good night. God damn it. Respawn. I'm trying to do something good here for the community and teach people, and then it gets I die to some shit like that. I'm happy there's no sentry turrets, because I would end this video right now if I was dying to ticks and sentry turrets. Like, Iniquity, I thought you said you could be better by doing this and that, but you just keep getting wrecked. Luckily, I'm having a really good game right now. This is exactly why I waited for a map like Glitch to talk about this, because I wanted to make sure I was playing decent while talking about playing better. You know what I mean? It all comes together, trust me. I'm not perfect either. It's just a bunch of little things, dude. It's not one magic thing that I can tell you that'll make you get 50 kills every single game. It's just a lot of little different things that you have to work on. So for instance, Glitch. I always use the Thunderbolt on Glitch and Complex because I know there's these long lanes with pretty much no cover for Titan. So as soon as I shoot a Thunderbolt shot down a lane, the Titan has to eat that damage, and that'll help me get my Titan faster. Something like a charge rifle is going to be amazing on Angel City or Exoplanet, where you have lots of cover and lots of buildings to stand on. It's little things like that that you have to remember and change your loadout depending on the map. Or maybe I should change my sensitivity so I can actually hit more shots. That'll help in the future. But it's just little things, dude. If you guys watching this video have any other tips that you can leave down in the comments below to just help people get better, that would absolutely be appreciated. Another thing I can say is use every single Titan, use every single ability, use every tactical, every lethal, because you'll learn how those things work, and the next time you fight a guy that's using a tone, you'll know exactly how to counter him. Or that really good Monarch, maybe you guys can teach me how to counter him, because he's kicking my ass right now. He seems occupied with my teammates back there, so I'm going to shoot this AT weapon. He can't do anything but eat the damage right now, right? Now he's gonna know I'm here. Let me run away. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, he's trying to kill me. I was hoping that my teammates would push him, but they're still back there. Okay, he made the right decision just now. He knew that I was shooting him with my AT weapon. He knew 2 Titans were behind him. So instead of staying there and taking damage, he ran away to get some cover. Now we have some Titan advantage. This is actually a pretty close game. I thought it was a bigger difference in this. I'm scared that Monarch ran away to get cover, because we know he's gonna try and get his shields back. He's gonna try and get his upgrades. They're not down by that much, and I don't want to give them the advantage. There's a Tone looking at me, another Monarch. Okay, my teammates are fighting somebody else here. That's another Monarch. Okay, now they have 2 Titans. They have 1 Monarch and 1 Tone. Let's try and go around and flank them. If they're smart, they'll be here waiting for us. And there's a Tone, you see? He's a good player. Hopefully my teammate follows me. He's not. He's running away. We're gonna have to 1v1 this guy. After this fight, though, I should have my core. If I can win this fight, I'll have my core to fight the Monarch that's remaining. Nice, nice. We barely have any health left, but I might be able to use my core to get some damage in on the final Monarch. Maybe not, because he's right next to me. So even though I know I'm gonna die here, I'm using my core defensively to try and tank the damage, and I was hoping that my teammate would kill the Monarch while he had tunnel vision on me. It's just little things. Like, even if you know you're gonna die, that doesn't mean it's the end of the fight. I'm gonna try and get a little flank here. If he sees my health bar, he might get extra aggressive to try and execute me, which will give my teammates time to kill him. Now, he's running to my smoke. Like, I knew I was gonna die there, but I did all I could to do as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, my teammates are just standing in one spot and not being very aggressive, but it's a thought that counts, man. It's the reason that I love Titanfall 2. I know you can watch these games or play these games, and there are times where this game seems extremely overwhelming or chaotic, and there's 6 Titans or 12 Titans up at once. There's sentry turrets and ticks and dudes camping with Spitfires like this guy. People phase shifting, going invisible, slingshotting all over the place like the Grapple Boys. It can seem crazy, and I get that, but honestly, just take the time to think about what's really happening. Treat every single Titanfall match, attrition, PvP, Titan versus Titans, Titan Brawl, whatever it is, treat every single match like a chess match. Really think about what you're doing, what your enemy's doing. There are ways to counter every single playstyle. There should be a reason every single time you run down a certain lane. You should always have a reason to do that. Never make it random. You should never run somewhere and hope for the best, because I can guarantee you the good players out there have a reason to go where they're going. They have a routine built. They remember what happened last time and they learn from it, and we should all try and do the same. If you're trying to get better, if you're trying to get more kills, if you're trying to win more games, there's so many little things we can all do to help the team. This game was definitely in the bag, right? Like 2 minutes ago, it was really close, and we won that Titan fight, and everything changed. I'm no longer worried about that Monarch getting his upgrades. Hi, Ronin. I just love Titanfall, dude. I love talking about it more than just talking about live comms and my reactions. It's fun to just theory craft and teach people. I miss doing that, and I want to get back into it. I love hearing new people coming into the Titanfall universe and being happy that they're improving, saying maybe they learned how to move fast because of my guide, or maybe they watch a paper cut guide, or how to master Tone because of Frothy Omen and Tony Mo. There's so many different things that we can continue to talk about 3 years later, and that's why I love this game. 39 goddamn kills, by the way. I feel like I'm getting better. I think practicing Apex every day is making me a better player, or making me a better pilot in Titanfall. Is that, anyone else feel that way? I love this game, dude, and I don't think that'll ever change. If you guys have any thoughts about this video, if you want to leave any input on how to become a better player, let's start a discussion down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this, make sure you drop a like for me, and I'll see you next time. Peace.